What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So I think we need to get back on track with the top 5 Overwatch 2 skins video series, because it's been some time since we last made a video dedicated to a hero. So last time out we did a top 5 skins video for Reaper, and that was like 3 months ago. So I feel it's pretty fitting to bring back the series, revitalize it with a bang. Kind of fitting that I would say bang here, because the next hero we're going to be covering for this series is none other than Junkrat. Junkrat has a plethora of skins to choose from across a wide variety of themes, and I think he fits every one of these pretty well. What's hard about making this video is which one of the skins he has in Overwatch 2 is going to be my absolute favourite, but I'm sure we'll answer that question by the end of the video regardless, otherwise this video wouldn't have been made, right? So let's get started. CMG's top 5 Junkrat legendary skins in Overwatch 2. So before I start this video, I just want to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. For those of you that have done it already, thank you so much. I highly appreciate you. Also, stick around until the end of the video to discover a skin I personally don't really like for Junkrat. Alright then, so without further ado, time to rank those Junkrat legendary skins. Okay, so the number 5 Junkrat legendary skin to kickstart this list is going to be, I would say, the Beachrat skin, or in this case, Junkrat's pirate skin. Now, of course, there are a lot of pirate-themed skins in Overwatch 2, and I think Junkrat's Beachrat skin is one of the best there is, and probably one of the more detailed ones, to be honest. Some of my favourite features from this skin have to be those 3 bombs dangling in front of him that make some kind of necklace feature. Then we have the eye patch, the headband, and let's not forget those dreadlocks. I think those look awesome. As for his riptire on the back, it has some piratey design with a few golden plated blades sprouting out of it. And then you've got these 2 machetes like infused into it as well. I think Junkrat as a character was definitely made to have a pirate skin simply because of who he is as a person. Someone with extremely dastardly intentions, and his overall appearance, which includes the peg leg, lack of a shirt, you know, his bomb vest and the gnarly features. You know, this is a skin that really fits him well, but in my opinion, there are other skins that I like more than this one. But it's respectable. Alright, so in the number 4 position, I reckon I will place Junkrat's Dr. Junkenstein skin, the first skin he ever got in the game. So yeah, I suppose you could say this skin is an old one, but I reckon it's aged extremely well compared to a couple of others. So I'm sure you know who Junkrat is meant to be portraying here. He's of course referring to the mad scientist Frankenstein and the monster, which Roadhog's Halloween skin is made to portray. And you get to see the skin in action in the Junkenstein's Revenge PvE mode. I love Junkrat's lab coat, and of course the bomb vest is replaced with a set of test tubes. I also love the goggles he wears and the crazy hair that makes him look like Albert Einstein. The riptire I especially like as well because it's golden plated and it has very nice electrical particle effects coming out between the protruding prongs. Honestly, a very well themed skin that's aged very well throughout the game in my opinion. I didn't actually get the skin straight away back then. I had to wait like a further 2 years before I finally managed to unlock it through opening a loot box. And yeah, it was a nice feeling to get that, especially when I had very little Overwatch credits at the time and I had my eye on other skins that I wanted to get. You know, either buy them or, you know, hope to get them in the loot box. The good old days when we relied on loot boxes to get skins. I guess we'll never get those days back. Anyway, so in the bronze position, number 3 on this list, I've decided to put the Junkfood legendary skin. Honestly, I don't know why this skin is called Junkfood when all it seems to be is a skin based off of a vintage sweet shop. Now, I get the idea of using Junkrat's name as a play on for the word junk food, but you'd have been better off just naming the skin like, I don't know, Willy Wonka or Candyman or something like that, since it fits the skin better. I mean, sure, if his riptire looked like a giant burger or something like that, then yeah, definitely call the skin junk food. But I guess candy is a type of junk food, so I suppose it's the reason why it fits. But anyway, Junkrat is portraying some kind of Willy Wonka character with all sorts of assorted sweets attached to him. I do like the fact that his weapon, the bombs that he fires out, are basically gobstoppers, which is really, really nice. And of course, there are other features on the weapon as well that resemble other types of sweets that you get from a vintage sweet shop. You know, like the standard lollipop ones. the little Tic Tac sweet box on the side as well, if you can see that. And there's a really nice overall candy stick color design everywhere else. So I think this definitely deserves its spot here at number 3. Not exactly the best looking skin, but also the sort of the best sort of one that depicts a nice theme. Yeah, I guess we can leave it at that. Okay, so number 2 on this list, I'm going to place Junkrat's beach skin, the Beachrat. Now, we know that this is actually a skin that you got during the Overwatch winter events rather than the summer games events. I mean, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Now, the reason being, of course, was because in Australia, people actually have summer in December rather than in the June, July, August category, courtesy of where the country actually is in the world. So it would make sense that Junkrat would have this skin at Christmas time rather at summertime. But about the skin itself, again, it's one of the older skins among the list, but it's aged really well. I love the cap that he's wearing, and I especially love the shades, and of course the major standout change here is his riptide, which is like it basically looks like a duck floaty. Nice. I don't know what he has for a peg leg though. I think it's some sort of like a bona fide shark of some kind that he's sort of like eating away at his leg. So yeah, it's kind of like a strange little thing going on there. His weapon has some nice summer features as well, like the toy Super Soaker design and this small handle on the top. You know, it looks like a Pachimari, which is very, very nice. I love this skin a lot. It's very, very cutesy and very, very summery, very interesting skin to say the least. This is a skin that I would definitely come back to if I wanted to play a few games. So yeah, definitely a favourite of mine. Alright, so we'll get to the number 1 pick for Junkrat, but before we do that, I just want to remind you all once again, make sure that you click on the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this on my channel in the future. It really does help me out, and if you keep watching and keep sending the likes, it helps me with the algorithm, so yeah, please do help me with that. Thank you very much. Right then, so the number 1 spot on this list, in my opinion, my favourite Junkrat skin in Overwatch 2 has got to be King Jamison. Yes, this skin is incredible. So Junkrat and Roadhog, after escaping the Australian outback, they decide to go on a huge international crime spree and are then labelled as extremely wanted criminals. So that's what the lore is behind this skin. Honestly, I don't know why I'm so drawn to this so much, more than any others. I think it's due to the fact that I feel that Junkrat looks a lot well dressed compared to other skins. For example, he actually is wearing a casual shirt rather than having no shirt at all. There's literally like gold-plated stuff everywhere, from the peg leg to the crown that he's wearing, and of course the golden bionic arm as well. He definitely looks as though he's successfully completed a bank robbery with this skin. His weapon though is completely fine gold-plated with some areas designed by small diamonds, and I believe that is a ruby acting as one of the handles at the top there. His riptide is basically acting as a sack containing all of the valuables that he seems to have stolen from the bank heist that he was on. Very, very nicely designed weapon for the skin as well. I mean, everything about this skin, I don't know, it's just something about it that when you see it compared to other skins that he has, it's like a well-rounded designed skin. I don't expect you to know what that means, but when you see a skin and you sort of like feel satisfied with where everything is, it's kind of like a satisfactory kind of thing, rather than just looking at a theme and thinking, oh, it's pretty nice. I always go back to the skin for some reason. Whenever I feel like I want to go ahead and put a skin on, it's always this one. So yeah, this is the reason why it's absolutely my favourite skin. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 favourite Junkrat skins. Now, when it comes to one skin I'm not too keen on, now I say not keen in this case because I don't know if I can actually call any of Junkrat's skins bad, per se. I guess I could probably tell you one skin, or maybe even 2, that I would probably want to use the least. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I hate it. But the Scarecrow skins, so yeah, the Hayseed and the Scarecrow one, they don't really come off as skins that I'd want to use all the time. I guess I could consider the main reason being that they're the oldest skins in Junkrat's locker, and they don't really have the appeal compared to other skins that he has. I don't know. I think I'll just go with this answer, to be honest. I mean, it'd be kind of like really harsh to call Junkrat skins really bad. I mean, they're all good in their own rightful way. It's just these 2 skins, I don't think I'd use them because of the fact that they are the oldest skins. Now, I know I said this previously for Dr. Junkenstein, but the only difference there is because of the fact that Junkenstein's skin is more like a... because it was attached to an event. But the Scarecrow skins are not attached to an event at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright then, so that'll be the end of today's video. I hope you got a lot out of it. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favourite Junkrat skin is. So thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. And of course, let's not forget my Threads account and my Instagram. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day, have a great life, be nice to your fellow gamers, because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.